from undisclosed location, possibly on the North Pole. My name is Дедушка Мороз, also known as Grandfather Frost. Now, I'm not sure y'all can hear me because, you know, trying this new setup, got like a little mic right here. So y'all tell me if you can hear me. And if you can't, for that, I probably need to be watching the chat. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello, Samuel Martinez. Thank you for joining very much. Actually, it's me, Lenny, in case you couldn't tell. I'm going to tell you what I did just now. 1 second. I just need to get my other phone so I can figure out where it is. And y'all can probably still hear me. There. You can tell we haven't done this very often. Oh, I know. Amy, when you're talking about beating the Kraken, beating the living lights out of the Kraken. But it's okay. You know, it's a long season. We'll see what happens in postseason, right? Okay. 1 sec, you guys. I just want to be sure that I can see the chat here. Okay. I want to be, what do I want to be? I want to be watching the live stream. Is it even on? Oh, old. I need to get YouTube. Okay, here we go. Cool. Guys see the chat? Yes, I can. Lovely, lovely. Okay, Black Cat. Hello, Mr. A+ Russian. That's right, Mr. A+ Russian. But to you, my friend, it's Дедушка Мороз. Now, let me tell you the story about Дедушка Мороз, and then I got to get out of this getup because it's hot. I mean, it also comes with these gloves right here, obviously, and also the glasses, like more like Santa-style glasses. They're fake glasses. It helps my kids not recognize me. What do I mean by that? Well, there's a tradition every New Year in the former, yes, Ded Moroz, that's right, Zuinos, you got it. So every New Year's over in the post-Soviet space, we celebrate New Year's. It's not Santa, it's more of a wizard from the north. If you watched Guardians, forget what it was called, but Jack the Frost, you know, Easter Bunny. So that's closer to what this is. So anyway, this wizard usually has a big staff and everything like that. Comes to people's homes with a sack. Today, instead of a sack, I had this. We're gonna post a short about this later because Olga recorded the whole thing. And in the sack are the presents for the kids. Sometimes for the grown-ups, but usually for the kids. And so I go in, I change my voice. I mean, you can see I have my eyebrows are not normally that white. And yes, Ded Moroz can be wearing a blue suit or a red suit. It's really kind of a coin flip. So because I live in the United States, went to the costume store, got this red stuff. I've been doing it since, dude, I don't know, like 2012, 2013. Suit is holding up pretty good. Anyway, Grandfather Frost walks right in and knocks on the door, of course, and says, "Who is the kids in this house? Кто здесь ребятишки, кому нужно подарить подарки?" I'm doing the booming voice and all that. So I just did that. Hopefully I didn't get recognized by the younger one. And the teen, you know, he knows. Let's see. There is some, look at the chat here. Looks like people are saying Happy New Year. Thank you, Wilson. Люблю тебя, мой друг. That's awesome. You're learning some Russian there, Black Cat. Let's see. Sorry about beating the Kraken. I saw that already. Go Devils. Sure. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I think the Kraken are a playoff team this year. And prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, friends. All right. Who else we got here? Sam. Lorna says, not my channel. What does that mean? Let's see. You're right, Mike Zuino. Santa Claus, known for doing ho, ho, ho. By the way, I don't know, you can't probably tell. I have this set up on a little stand, but I have, let me see how far I can back up. Okay, so See my belly right here? That helps kids not recognize me. Now, it's not real. So let me show you how this whole outfit actually works. So obviously you have the hat, and then you do have, there's this big wig, and hopefully it covers my actual beard, because once you take this off right here, see, yeah, you could probably tell that my beard is much darker. So that's that story. And yeah, so oh yeah, maybe I should take this off first. So yeah, different beard, and you can see I have the white makeup a little bit on the beard and an eyebrows there. Okay, so guys, I'm in I'm in my laundry room, so hopefully nobody comes in to do their laundry, you know, right before New Year's. If they do, you know, sucks for them actually. Let's see what's going on in the chat, and I can then continue with the story a little bit. Dari is here. Hey, Dari. What's up? Olga didn't make it. She's over with the kids. They're like recovering from the visit from Grandfather Frost. They got some pretty cool presents, and that we wrapped last night and put in a sack and brought over. Let's see. Had some discussion about hockey. Love it. Mr. Sparkles, Santa Claus transformed. That's right. That's right. Like a bandana Claus. Well, you know, it really helps when there's lack of hair up here, you know, wearing hats. And, you know, I'll be wearing this hat before you know it. Got to stay on brand. And by the way, you guys, if you like our videos, if you want us to keep going, please consider supporting us. There's a link that's pinned right there in the what do you call that? It's pinned with the comments. Still figuring this out a little bit. Now, full disclosure, I'm not new to live streaming. I'm new to live streaming on A+ Russian, but I've live streamed for work before and a little bit on Twitch for hobbies. So yeah, I'm a little bit familiar, just not familiar with YouTube per se. Let's see. All right. Am I gonna, are you gonna be in this video? I'm assuming you're asking Olga. She is possibly gonna come join. The problem is if she comes, then the kids will tag along and then it'll ruin the whole thing. So we can't do that. You know, it's really not worth it. So what we're gonna do, guys, is I'll show you how the belly works. This is not made for kids or anything. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? On the back, there's a button. I usually change at work and then drive back as Santa or Grandfather Frost. But today I just did it in the laundry room, and guess what? I forgot to close this. So yeah. So yeah, basically it's a pillow. Yeah, you can see. Pillow, belt. Because if I come in there as kind of like looking like myself, it'd be pretty easy for them to recognize me. So not the best idea. And yeah, wow, this is tough to get off. There we go. There goes the belly fat. Easy peasy. Okay. Sorry about the noise. That's the microphone. Let me put it here for now. Yeah, guys. So we're talking about sports teams. I'm about to change into an Arsenal jacket, and then we'll talk. Oh yeah, and so I do have my rain boots on, and then there's toppers. That, I mean, just your regular Santa Claus. It's really not the suit. It's, you know, it's the man you acting out with it, right? So that's how it goes. Okay, so Olga gave me this thing. All made biodegradable, oil-free. I don't know, maybe it's backwards for you guys. Oh yeah, I should probably put that back on. One sec. How's the sound, by the way? Amir is in this chat. Awesome. Can you all see can you all hear me pretty good? Okay, good. I see good. All right. So, Almay biodegradable makeup remover. Not sponsored, obviously, but this is what I'm supposed to use. So let's see how that works. I'm used to just washing it off, but there's washers in here. There's just not a sink. So ladies, what do I do? Is this? Is this the thing to do? It seems to be wiping it off. Because I'm supposed to go to the store and buy some last minute New Year stuff. So I guess once I wiped it once, I just toss it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, Dan Culver says, great sound, 5 by 5. So Lorna, what does that actually mean, 5 by 5? I see you say that a lot in Kosta's chat, but like, what is it 5 by what 5? That's the kind of question I have. Oh, this stuff works really well. Okay. Just got to get my, don't have that much gray in my beard just yet. This is real. This is makeup. All right, cool. Well, when Olga watches this, I hope she, if you're watching this, baby, I hope I'm doing this right. That's all I got to say. And then I have the best flushable toddler wipes by, I don't know, Mama Bear, not sponsored. And just do the whole thing then, get it nice and clean. All right, ready for my A+ Russian hat. Here we go. Station identification. All right. So this was the basically the yeah, English please, and no posting in caps. You know what? Did I say no posting in caps? You can post in caps, no problem. But yeah, Russian is definitely allowed in the chat, and so we already learned today Дед Мороз, right? One thing that you probably would also associate with New Year's is his sidekick. Her name is Снегурочка. Снегурочка. Снегурочка, the root of the word is снег, which is snow. And then it's sort of a play on the word снег, which usually it's translated as snowflake. I mean, clearly, there you go, Sam. It's exactly that. All right, so Снегурочка usually comes along with Grandfather Frost. She's literally his granddaughter. And so she helps him out with the presents and all that good stuff. So usually a young girl would, so like Olga growing up, when her dad dressed up as Grandfather Frost, she dressed up as Снегурочка. Okay, Natasha, nice to see you. You're getting ready. What you getting ready for? Get ready for New Year's, I guess? You mixing up some salads, or are you going out? I think you mentioned to Olga that there's some kind of party going on in town. So I'll have to find out when and where that is. But first, I got to get to the store, get the stuff for the salads. So the salads. We're going to have a short coming out probably tomorrow or the day after with exactly how you can make one of those New Year's salads that are so customary, they're so recognizable. You probably saw them if you were in Konstantin's chat earlier and you saw the table. I know you saw Olivier, which is a Russian style potato salad with, you know, peas and ham usually. Not kosher, not very good for your figure. Then there is under the fur coat. Now, the original salad is called herring under fur coat. Herring is this kind of smelly fish that the fur coat, and that's, we'll get into what the fur coat is, makes it a little bit more, you know, like digestible, right? Okay, so that is something that we're going to show you how to adapt it for American realities. So more I'm not going to spoil what we're using instead of herring, but we're not using herring. And it's so easy. It's a 1 minute short, obviously, because it can be longer. And you literally can make it in, you know, I mean, there's some prep time, but making it really is about 5 minutes. So y'all definitely check it out. Let's see, sometimes using autocorrect with a Russian keyboard helps. So Amy, hope your dissertation work is going good. I know this is a bit of a distraction, but you know, I was in a PhD program, so I understand. Too bad I didn't get to finish, but you know what? Never say never. So we were talking about salads, right? So we talk about Olivier. There's herring on the, what's the fur coat? It's layers of different savory things like potatoes and beets, and I won't spoil what else. You're gonna find out in the short that's coming out. Yeah, do you guys have any questions about how we have celebrated New Year's for, I don't know, for as long as we remember ourselves? I mean, I moved here when I was a teenager, but I remember it really well, and we kind of continued with the tradition, and so did our American-born kids. So there is that. Any questions at all? Let me look at the chat here because I don't see it on the screen anymore. Oh, looks like there's a couple of Zuinos in the chat. Very cool. Jess Terry is here. What's up, Jess Terry? I think I remember seeing you in another live chat. Natasha says, Korechka Tavern, small party, or not small. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Korechka Tavern is this spot in Seattle. Visited it once. It has, it looks pretty authentic. I don't know. I haven't tried their food. I really appreciated that they have, this was back in the summer. They had signs for supporting Ukraine. You can scan the QR code and donate. They had, you know, borscht on the menu. I hear, this is what Olga told me, Natasha, that I don't know what that means, but beets martini. Maybe you can tell folks what that is. That sounds pretty intense. Black Cat says, "Cómo estás?" Well, you know, funny that you mention that. So, and we've been live for a little while. I think for us that's a little while, especially since I'm here by myself. Don't have my trusty sidekick, or rather, I'm the sidekick, kind of pulling the whole thing. So, let me tell you about. Maybe I can talk a little bit about what happened on A+ Russian this year and what our plans are for next year. Let's see. Well, you know what happened this year. And so right around the end of February, when our former country attacked our neighbor unprovoked, we thought about closing the channel and stopping with the whole Russian teaching. And then we realized that it's more important to keep doing it, to, you know, to find Russian voices and to gather Russian voices that can stand against this aggression, both in Russia and abroad. And I hope that, you know, we're making that happen. And as you know, by the end of this year, the channel has pivoted to more of a, you know, we're doing interviews, we're talking about culture, we have talked about, I don't like to call it politics, neither does Olga. You know, really, when we talk about, you know, unprovoked aggression by one country against another, it's not politics, it's real, it's people's lives. So of course we talked about that, but we also started talking about our own, you know, like my refugee experience, her experience as an exchange student. The next video, the next big video that's coming out, it's going to be about how I survived in Siberia for 2 years because she had to go back, and I followed her as a descendrist, decabrist. You all learn that. If you didn't, check out the description. There's links to all these videos. So Just Terry says, do what you love, will live longer. Good point. Good point. And we love, you know, being real to who we are. We are Russian, but we're against what Russia is doing. And that's, you know, it's you watch Constantine and you see how he constantly struggles with that. We struggle with it too. And especially when we're trying to teach Russian language, which a lot of folks associate with Russia and Russia's actions. So, and it looks like Mr. Sparkle says, oh, it disappeared, but I can probably see it here. I love the new pivot in the content. It's a combo of learning language, but also more content, current event realities. Yeah, exactly. And also it's personal. And I think the difference between YouTube, you know, there's some channels that do tutorials, and they do like, this is the city of Tomsk, and it has the population of and there, and a lovely channel that does that actually is Russian Plus, not to be confused with A Plus Russian. Russian Plus Slava does an amazing job of, doing basically what we call in Russian exkursia, not the same as excursion. It's more of a tour, more of a, a guided tour is what an exkursia is. And he does bring in a little bit of personal stuff, but mostly he gives a lot of information. That's not us. We will likely keep talking about, what our experience in Russia, in America, and with this whole horrible situation is, and Olga is always supporting in the chat of other streamers who are against the war in Ukraine, and so we will continue doing that as A Plus Russian. And we have links on the channel for supporting Ukraine. It's right in the channel banner. It's in the description. If you want, you can also support A Plus Russian. We have a pinned comment has buy me a coffee link. We would, we would love any support. I mean, I have a full-time job. So, we don't need it to support ourselves, but it would help us to, we got these mics, for example, that wasn't super cheap. And even though it was on Black Friday, but still, every little bit helps. And it just shows, like Konstantin says, it shows your support, shows that you care about what we do. And so do your comments, so do your likes. So whatever you can, we love it. And so what we're going to do next in 2023 is keep kind of pivoting in that direction. Let's see. Yes, Olga is very supportive. She's great. She's great. I don't know how she does it with the kids and all. And it looks like Amy says, fingers crossed I get a permanent job in 2023. Yeah, those are great to have. Now, Amy, is your PhD defense, is that next year or still got a couple of years before that happens? So it's coming up on 4 p.m. I think, if I'm not mistaken, our new friend Alex, who, and not just friend, he's our neighbor to the south, nonetheless. But I'm no stranger to the South. I'm educated in North Carolina, in Georgia. So never been to Texas, though. So I think he might be going live in just a little bit here. So cool. Amy says spring is when you're. Oh wow! So you really got to get going there on that dissertation defense. I know it's not a joke. When I went to graduate school before PhD, I had to defend my master's thesis. And that was intense, like I had to rewrite it. Some of the professors were saying, no, you can't say that. Eventually ended up being a paper that we published together, but it was certainly trials and tribulations before they came together. Let's see, Sam says, glad that your channel is still around. I liked Russia and its culture since I was young, so it's easy for me to differentiate all that from the government and its actions. Yeah. The government, though, and Olga talks about it all the time, and I'm with her 100%. Government is not off the people, obviously, since it's not been that way in Russia. All the democracy attempts really kind of never got anywhere. So we, the people, we're not really divorced from that. We're still, there's people in government. They're really horrible people, and I'm sorry to say that, but so there's we're not guilty, but we're responsible in that we need to do something about it. And we also, when it's hopefully soon, it's all done with, we can help rebuild trust in Russia, help rebuild Ukraine, help rebuild, Europe to the way it was before February 24th. So that's the way we kind of look at it on A Plus Russian. Black Cat says, smash the like, folks, helps the creator of the channel. Agree very much. Amy says, we can talk for ages, the PTSD I have from this, LOL, and I went into epidemiology. Okay. I'm assuming you're talking about dissertation defense, huh? Yeah, so by the way, so you all know that I was in the PhD program. That's not a spoiler. And then I went back to Russia. What do you think? How do you think I fared over there after, I don't know, like 20 years being in America since, you know, teenage years? And well, once we'll do a couple of posts on A+ Russian. You all can comment. But yeah, it was an interesting experience, and you'll find out soon enough. It's in production right now. It's been recorded. Yeah, you know, the whole editing thing, boy, that's a bear. And we use DaVinci, not sponsored, but we use DaVinci Resolve. It's a free program, but it's pretty. The learning curve is pretty high on it, and I think we're like a year and a half into the channel. We literally started July 2021. We're finally getting the hang of it, but we're still pretty slow. We take turns editing, and yeah. So whenever we see likes and comments, it just kind of, it feels good. It feels like, you know, we're you know, it's just a little feedback. So really appreciate everybody. Now I don't know if I can do this. Let's see, Alex. What is Alex's channel? You know Alex that came here through the southern border. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. I just don't want to still be on. And plus, if you think about it, it's 4 p.m. My English World. Thank you very much, Amy. Is he going live right now? Because I don't want to take. I mean, obviously. We're a small channel, but I don't want you to have to. I remember Black Cat. I think Olga and I have seen you in both, or maybe even three chats at the same time. But you know, that's a special skill. I mean, I know I couldn't do that. Olga does that sometimes. More power to her. So yes, he's on, right? Okay. So yeah, I think we can wrap it up. Does anybody have any last minute questions? Any ideas for us to explore in the new year? You can leave it. We're gonna leave this live stream posted, probably unedited, and you can leave a comment underneath the video, and we'll get your comment. And you know, Olga and I respond to all the comments all the time. That's just how we try to build community, because you know, it's a conversation. It's not a monologue. So now, can I raid Alex? Is that a thing on YouTube, or is this only a Twitch thing? Does anybody know? I don't see any responses here. Only likes. Okay. Cool. So let's see. My English World. Maybe he's not on, but let's see. My English World. Okay, it comes right up. And he's live. Okay. So let's see. Can I? Oh, redirect. Yeah, I think like when we were setting up the live stream, I think there was an option to redirect, and I think that's what that is. So I think I have to put it in ahead of time. So we didn't think about that. So folks, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. I wanna again wish you all the best in the new year. For some of you, new year has already come, so happy 2023. To others, happy almost 2023. It's not. So this is something that I often tell my American friends, and I'm American too, but like people that have grown up here, is that we don't try to say Happy New Year before it's New Year yet. So we say С наступающим Новым годом, which means with happy approaching New Year. Literally, наступающий means stepping on. It's like we're stepping into 2023. And so I want to wish you happy almost 2023. С наступающим Новым годом from me and Olga. And yeah, it looks like y'all are wishing. Sam says rating is just on Twitch. Since you all know Alex, you can just look up My English World and tell them A+ Russian sent you, and that's good enough. And I'll probably let's see. I'm actually logged in on my channel as a moderator, just in case anything needed to happen. So I can spell it for you, Sam. С наступающим новым. Oh, my phone knows. It gives me autocorrect automatically. Okay. How's that, y'all? Does that look good? Black Cat says, Lenny, thank you. Send the wife a big thank you. Happy New Year from Amy. To the A+ Russian community as well, since I won't see any of you over in the other streams. Natasha Panfilova says, you heavy metal rock. I think that means. Как там? Rock. And then I think I'm caught up on the chat here. Natasha, нам надо будет обязательно постараться как-то встретиться. Оля мне рассказала про корочку. Может быть, я доберусь туда. Ты сказала в 8 часов, да? Я попробую выбраться туда, потому что мы обычно отмечаем Новый год дома, в семейном кругу. Соответственно, может быть, уже будет и не до этого. Но если я успею вернуться из магазина, и мы приготовим все салаты, тогда, может быть, удастся заскочить. So, what I was saying just now is that there's this party at this Russian place, a restaurant in town, and so I'm thinking maybe I'll be able to stop by. So that would be pretty cool to actually meet you in person. I've never met Natasha and Mike Zuino. It's really weird that hasn't happened. Though we have seen them just driving around town. That was kind of it's a big city, but we did see them in traffic one time and even waved. So, anyways, good to see everybody. Thank you for everything. We appreciate you. Whether it's buy me a coffee, you can become a channel member, you can support at one time, you can like and comment under our videos. We love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna get going. Thank you. I don't know how to end live streams, so I'm assuming there is a button somewhere. It's pretty good for our first live stream. About 30 minutes here. Do I press the X? Who can help me out? Oh yeah, are you sure you want to stop streaming? There you go. And there's Mike Zuino. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Leave a comment if you have a question or a suggestion for our channel. And we'll see you all later. До свидания, с наступающим Новым годом. Пока-пока.